Merry New Year! Ha 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 ha! Yes, I hope it's all good. It's wow, everything's changed as you can tell. We finally got a new studio. It's all been crazy. Seriously, it's been one heck of a day getting all this set up. So yes, 5x5 Time Lord. Wow, you're on it. Look at that. I didn't even need to ask. You guys are on it like a car bonnet. Right, honey? So yes, this is brilliant. Oh my God. So we're waiting for a few people to come into the house. We've done the 5x5 checks. Just a quick warning, if any of you are watching this on a replay, if you want to skip forward about 10, 15 minutes, that's when we're going to start the show. I'm saying this because I've had comments before saying they're fed up with me waffling, but this is all about our community. So community first, you guys second. Sorry, that's how it is. So skip forward to 15 or 20 minutes and then we can all learn a lot, because the information that we're going to be talking about tonight is crazy. Myself and Jason Brashears have been working behind the scenes about this. He's going to be doing more of a deep dive into this subject sometime this month. I did do a recording with him very recently, and I'm going to show you guys a small piece of that recording. Now, this is only going to be available on the website, so you guys are getting to see this for free, just a short bit of it, because this information is crazy. Seriously, I'm not joking. This is probably one of the things that we've all been fearing for a while about the migrant situation, not just in the UK, but all over the Western world. I'm pretty sure by now we are all aware of that situation and looking into lots of stuff. Look at that. I'm going to show you that. Yes, and we're going to talk about that as well. I'm not joking. It's everything is aligning to the Paris Olympics. It's huge. It's going to be massive. So we're just waiting for a few people to come into the house. So like I said, if you're watching on the replay, you're going to have to bear with this, because community first, this community is freaking awesome. And what we want to do is we want to find out where you guys are watching from at the moment, because it's always nice to hear where you guys are from. A little bit crazy and chaotic, so we're having a power coffee to start the show. Yeah, happy new year to everyone, by the way. It's awesome. Can you believe it? We're in 2024 and it's the 5th of January 2024. And yes, lots of us researchers, and I'm pretty sure lots of you watching now do your own research as well. We call it due diligence in the community. Don't take everything as face value. Always look into things yourself. And yeah, it's going to be pretty much of a crazy show. So, oh, there we go. We've got Mr. Steve. Oh, look at that. Dirty Harry. How cool is that? 2 cheese and a jam roly-poly. Asshole. From London. Awesome. We've got Maxine Thomas in Leicester. Member. Hi. That's awesome. And yes, we've had 3 new members this week. So congratulations for you guys becoming a new member. We are going to massively smack the arse out of 2024. No joke. So much is going to be dropping this year, not just from world events and local events and nationwide events, but from this channel as well. Big things are happening. In fact, a bit of a spoiler alert, I'm literally going to be calling Danny Rampling very soon about getting him onto the channel to do a really cool interview. So you guys who know the Radio 1 DJ, Danny Rampling, yes, me and him are going to be having a bit of a chinwag. I've already recorded that really cool recording with Jason of Archaics. That is 2 hours long. We've had the insider from Antarctica about the array and all of the earthquakes and all of the links. That interview's already been done. There's so much coming to this channel. It's crazy. And the website is definitely moving along as well. Now that I've got an office all set up, I'm free to get loads of work done. And yes, apologies that I have been pretty vacant all through December. I literally needed a great big time out, family, Christmas, so much other stuff, and it's been good. It's been really, really good. So if any of you guys have been feeling a bit overwhelmed with all of the news, the doom and the gloom and all of that sort of stuff, I took a month off pretty much, and I feel so much better for it. And I just openly encourage anyone else to do the same sort of thing, because you will feel much better after it. Who have we got? We got Shane from Cardiff, Nick over there in Skipton. We got Squirrels away in Hastings down on the south coast. We got Mama, of course, up there in Scotland. Awesome, good to see you guys. We got Jay the Rage Redwood New from the Rhondda Valleys. Awesome. We got Don't Tread on Me, Northampton. Erin, I saw your email, and thanks for that Happy New Year message, by the way, dude. Much appreciated. We have Carl from Nottingham, 511 in the house. If any of you guys are on Instagram, me and my friends from alliness.com are teaming up, and there's going to be big stuff coming out in 2024. Yes, it is going to be quite a year. We got Mark over there down in Ipswich. Brilliant. And Squirrel Sniper, as ever, on point, mate. Yes, it's exactly when the dates are that we are going to be talking about. Okay. My word of advice is within these dates, personally, I would make sure that you're not in any urban areas. Just as a precautionary note, I'm hoping that all this research proves that nothing's going to happen. The last thing I want is this to come true and it's going to kick off big time. We're talking a big, huge Western migrant uprising with an attempt to take over. Looking at the predictions, they are going to fail, but nonetheless, many lives are looking like they could be lost. So that would be my advice, is to get out. Just go into the countryside, have a camping trip for a couple of weeks. Just get out of there. That's my advice. So we got Belinda Lowe from Denbighshire. That's up in North Wales, I believe. Milawana from Norfolk. Hey, dude. Good to see you all. We got Molotov. Hey, good to see you, buddy. All the way from Australia. Brilliant. Hello there, dude. Good to see you, buddy. Is over in Essex, in Chelmsford, don't you know? Yes, mate. Good to see you, Brian. And yeah, I looked at the chat earlier, and yeah, always good to check out Archaics. And I do realise that if you're new to that, it is a massive overload of information, and it will literally challenge all of the stuff that you think you believe to be true. It's very interesting. My advice is to stick with it. It's unbelievable, and I don't say that lightly with other YouTube channels. The stuff that Jason's putting out on Archaics is crazy. Pamela, if you're watching, I hope you're in here. If you could whack Archaics is linked to his YouTube channel. I'm always sending people over to Jason, and he's very appreciative too. Run to the Woods is over in Baghdad. Yeah, I don't think so. Derbyshire, I think you're in. So yeah, it could be Baghdad. Who have we got? E-Power DC is in Cheshire. Awesome. We have Mischief Studios in Nottingham. We got Stu. How you doing, Stu? He's over in Liverpool. Brilliant. We got Karen over in North Devon. I'll tell you what, who's had a bit of rain lately? Well, went for a little drive recently, went past Ross on Wye, and that place is pretty much underwater. It's insane, the amount of rain that's been dropping. Full boy fella, how you doing, buddy? Always good. We got Alex. All right, mate. He's down in London. Oh, Pamela, thank you. Yes. PayPal donations, absolutely well useful and helpful. I really appreciate you for posting that up there. We did have some PayPal donations over the new year as well. So if you're watching, you know who you are. And I can't thank you enough. You guys are awesome, helping out this channel behind the scenes. It's been a real struggle since September 2021. But we're almost at the point that we are going to be literally just going boom on YouTube and the website. We are going to be seeing lots of videos from this channel. We have finally got to a place where I can literally get loads done. So that's great news. So those donations have really helped carry me up to this point. But when the website goes live, I'm pretty sure things will be set. So that's cool. So we got Charles is over in Holland. Good news, you guys are what you're doing with the tractors and indeed what's going on in Germany. I don't know if you guys have been seeing what's going on in Germany with the farmers. Unbelievable. And we need to see more of that. We seriously do. We've got Finlay is over in Telford, just over the border. That's nice. We've got Steve, he's over in Birmingham. Right, mate. Awesome. And we've got, wow, look at this. Wow. Hopper Sunshine Coast Model Railway is in Queensland, Australia, mate. Yeah, it's all the way over in Australia. Great. We got Samusha down in Brighton, right on the south coast. Whoa. That's not too far from Danny Rampling as well. He's on the south coast. We got Little Carol, I remember that name, over in Swindon. Awesome. Oh my God, look at this. Ninja Man, SAS. Brother, I love you. And thanks, you shouldn't have donated, dude. Honestly, I know you were up against it. And yeah, he's not doing too good. You're in hospital and the whole Royal Infirmary. Fancy watching a live stream in hospital. Mark, you're a legend, dude. Wow, fair play. What a shout. There he is. Good to see you, Mark. I hope you're going to get better, mate. And yeah, just you get your hands away from them nurses. I know what you're like, and you need to behave yourself. Brilliant. We got Liz in Liverpool. Good to see you again, Liz. And we've got Baz Welsh Patriot, Bridgend in South Wales. Whoa, awesome. We got Marcus down in Essex. All right there, son. we got Lorna over in the Philippines. Blimey. We got people from all over. Also, Carl over on PayPal. Thank you for that donation, sir. Wow, you guys are awesome. It's literally carrying me till when the website's done. Then I should be fine. But you guys have really helped big time. And yeah, do you remember? I don't know if I said, but I'm due to get my car fixed. Guess what? Oh, yes. Head gasket and cam belt. About 1,600 quid. Boom. Yes. Unbelievable. So, bloody hell, all these pennies really do count. We got a big up. Good to see you, 75. Awesome. We got Shaz over in Telford again. What else have we got? We got a new member. Hurrah! Thank you very much for joining one of the coolest membership areas in the UK prepping. If you guys are not members, what happens when you sign up to be a member? It's the cheapest price that you can do on the YouTube member platform, and you guys get videos before anyone else sees them. So you get a massive heads up, probably about 6 or 7 hours before everyone else. And also I try my best to do shout outs as well. So congratulations on a new member. Aura, Leonard. Awesome. Very, very cool indeed. Annie, thank you for that super sticker. That's very, very kind. You guys are amazing. Who else we got? Faithful over in Middle Earth. Cool. Awesome. Well, we've almost got nearly 800 people here, so that's good. So like I said at the foot of the video, skip forward. We're going to be doing this live very, very soon. We're just waiting for people to come into the house. Yes, I did. Dude, last year was unbelievable. It was a really bad year and a really good year. It's just been absolutely chaos. And yes, I really did need a break. I've still been trying to watch some sort of videos, but not many. And I've noticed some of the guys and girls that I follow have been posting regularly all over the Christmas period. And some was even doing live streams on Christmas Day. Wow. I don't know what family think about that, but there you go. Nonetheless, they're helping people, because who wants to sit down and watch the King's speech and all of that nonsense on the television? So yeah, it's good that people were still producing content over the Christmas period. That really, really helps. Yo, how's it going, Bo? Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, we wear the silver, we wear the black. Don't get in our way. You know what I'm talking about. Awesome. Cool one, Bob. Or Bo. And who else we got? We got Annie from Sheffield. That's cool. Not got much. Coffee's nearly done. Right. 15 minutes. I believe that is enough. That's definitely enough. Yeah. Right. So that is enough of the hellos and all the rest of it. We're going to be getting on. So is that enough?
That's enough! That's enough!
Right. It's time to kick it cold, kicking chicken curry. We're going to get into it. Right. Let's see. Apologies if I miss any donations. You guys are amazing. Linda, oh my God. Thank you for that. It really helps. 800. We're going to roll with it right now. We can't wait to 1,000. We need to get this stuff out there. So you guys on the replay, thanks for skipping 15 minutes, as I said. So let's get into this crazy show that we've got for you guys. Let me just get this lined up. Excuse me. Let me just check. Yeah, that's good. So what have we got then? Key dates to remember. Friday the 26th of July, running concurrently to the 11th of August, which is indeed 16 days. Okay. This is the event that we are talking about. So if we go onto the website, straight away, you're going to see Omega, obviously meaning the end. I don't believe this is the end of everything. Let's hope to God it's not. But there's a lot of screwy things going along with the Olympics. Now, what I'm going to do straight away is we're going to run right down to these. All of these, the partners, okay? So, let me just go on to there. As we always try and do on these live streams, we try to provide as much factual information as we possibly can. I can't do it alone. I do this by myself. This is my job. I don't have a team of researchers, but what I'm trying to do is trying to get people who have the time, who are very, very interested to look into some of this for themselves. And together, we can really connect lots of dots. Now, let me just go back to that share screen. All right. So we're talking about the partners at the moment for the Olympics. Right. Here we go. So what have we got on the screen here? All of these partners. All right. So we are going to be linking some of these with the World Economic Forum. A coincidence? Absolutely not. Coca-Cola, World Economic Forum owned. Deloitte, World Economic Forum owned. Intel, World Economic Forum. Panasonic, World Economic Forum. Samsung, Toyota, and Visa, World Economic Forum partners. Group, BPCE, World Economic Forum. LVMH, World Economic Forum. Sanofi, World Economic Forum. Mittal, World Economic Forum. Cisco Systems, World Economic Forum. And PwC. All of these companies are World Economic Forum partners. Are you surprised? Maybe, maybe not. So let's just have a little look about that, shall we? Right, here we go. Boom. Here it is. It's a genuine official. This is the World Economic Forum. You can tell by the URL at the top of the screen if it's coming out. So yes, the partners. So let's just go down and find. You won't believe the amount of partners that the WF have been accruing in the last 2 years since I've been exposing this crazy group. Absolutely madness. Here we go. This was one of them, Deloitte. Okay. Unbelievable. Artificial intelligence, future cybersecurity. Okay. So when we look at the stuff that's going on with just some of these companies, it's absolutely bloody mind-blowing. We could spend a whole hour just deep diving into the partners that are linked to the Paris Olympics and the World Economic Forum. It's no joke. It's absolutely no joke. Let me just scroll down to the bottom of the comments. I'm going to try and keep up to date with you guys. Well done. We've got nearly 1,000 people already. That's fantastic. So let me see. Okay, timing of this event. Okay, I want to draw your attention, like I always do, to astrology. Now look at this. Excuse me. We have a new moon on the 4th of August. That falls in with the time frame of when this Olympic Games is going to be happening. Okay. Now look, it says 11:13 on another website. It said 11:12, and one of them, which I can't find, said 11:11, which is pretty crazy if you understand what I'm talking about. And this moon is in Leo. Okay, so let's go on to the next screen share, which I thought was quite interesting. Someone already picked up on it earlier, which was this. Here we go, 11:12, the 4th of August, within that ceremony, at 12 degrees 33. So we have been seeing Masonic numbers popping up all over the Olympics. Okay, so I don't know how many people are aware about the new moon and its significance. When you go into the occult and rituals, if you want to bring something in, you always do it on a new moon. Okay, the full moon is loads of BS with Halloween and witches and stuff. It's the new moon that's when the most powerful rituals get cast. And the opening ceremony on the Olympics is crazy. I don't know if any of you guys have looked into it. It really is nuts. Let me see if I can find. The problem I had was the website is a lot different than what it is on your phone and on the computer. So here we are. An Olympic ceremony like no other. You bet your ass it's like no other. We have some really interesting stuff going on this Olympics. Okay. If you didn't know, this is indeed the 33rd Olympiad, the 33rd Olympic Games. And some of us are aware what goes on in Freemasonry, and we're going to be talking a little bit about that in just a few moments. Okay, so you need to stay tuned if you want to learn something about Freemasonry and magic, spells, casting, ceremonies, energies, etc. It all comes to this very, very poignant games. Okay, there is a lot to unpack, a hell of a lot. We have 1 and 5 equals 6. 6 kilometer route. There's 6s all over this. It's crazy. 600,000 spectators. And like I said, this is very, very different to what you can see on your phone. Okay, so I ask you guys to get onto your phones if you have one and look at this. The route where it goes. I'm not sure if it's going to show. This is quite different actually, but it shows where it goes past the Louvre. It's nuts. I really wish it was like it was on a phone, because it's a whole lot different. But this is what we found out so far. If you go on the phone, there's a section there talking about numbers. Okay, so it's the 26th of July. 600,000 people, 160 boats, 6-kilometer routes, 16 days. But guess what? Guess what makes this Olympics different than all the other Olympics? Bearing in mind it's the 33rd Olympics. This is the only Olympic Games, the ceremony and everything else to be done actually on water. Now, some of you are already pinging up on this right now as I'm talking. If you do rituals en masse on water, we're not talking about maritime law, okay, where it's not the law of the land. Maritime law is without jurisdiction. It's on water for a reason. It doesn't come under certain laws. But you start messing around with water in rituals. Who remembers what happened to Whitney Houston? Absolute a ritual, what was going on at the Grammys at the same time, exactly the same time, precisely. Death by water ritual. There's lots going on. There really, really is lots. Speaking about that, if you look into rituals on water, it's all about transformations and new beginnings. It's exactly what they're putting out there as a new beginning and it's going to be a massive transformation. So much stuff is going to be coming off the back of the opening ceremony of this Olympics. And within that 16-day period, we are expecting it to kick off with the migrants all over the Western world. It's literally going to be a call to arms. Now, we're going to go into a bit of that. Just hang fire. I'm going to show you a little clip of the video discussion that Jason Breshears of Archaics and I had privately, but I'm going to share it with you guys because it's very important. So let me see if I can find. Right, it's that one. Okay. If I can find right, this is very interesting. I want you to look at this. Okay, 8 trowels. Looking down on this, we have the cornerstone, and that very. Who can tell me what that special gold piece is in the middle? Not many people will get it. It's fine. If I can just find it. This guy here. Who knows who this guy is? Well, pretty much he is in charge of the committee of the Olympic Games. Some of you may recognize him as a canoeist. This guy, here he is actually in the ceremony with the Freemasons and all of these pictures here. I wish I could find all of the page, but it's very difficult for some reason. So it is very symbolic. Here is the cornerstone. Here are the 8 trowels of Freemasonry. Incidentally, this ceremony was conducted on the 5th of October in 2021. They call it the foundation stone was laid by a Freemasonic ritual, if you want a better term, by Tony Astrinjay. This guy here. Very, very important what was going on. This has all been done a long old time ago. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, it's an absolute bloody nightmare to find. Apologies about that. It is difficult. I did have it all laid up. Right. Here we go. Here's the guy here. So this is Mr. Olympics, okay? I did find some evidence, it was quite difficult, that links this guy to the United Nations, if I can just find it. Bear with me, I've got so many screens open all over the place. Here we go. Right. I'm just going to zip over, if I can find it, it's that page there. Bear with me, fellas. Right, here we go. Boom, gotcha. Right. Paris 2024 President Tony, I'm going to butcher his name, Estengue, speaks following Olympic truce signing at the United Nations. This guy. That was on the 21st of November, so only a month or so ago now, okay? Submitted to the United Nations member states in the 78th session of the UN General Assembly. We dig a bit deeper. The 33rd Olympiad, 33, Freemasonic rituals. Rituals on water, a new moon within that ceremony. It's nuts. It goes nuts. Let me see. What I need to do is I need to close down some of these screens because they are just going to get bloody confusing. Right. Here it is. I found the screen I was looking for. Right. Cool. At last. Right. Here we are. So what we are seeing is the construction. This is the ceremony. Right there. And as you can tell, the Masonic trails are already laid out in such a fashion, symbolizing an eye. If you look down on that, it's the shape of an eye right in the middle. Here we have Mr. Olympics himself. And the ceremony was just taking part there as they were building, I believe it was a gymnasium to do with this Olympics. And there we have all of the members taking part in the ritual there in the ceremony. It's very, very hard to find this information. It did take some digging around to find it. And of course, we have key members there. And if I can find it, I can show you. It's really hard to find a picture because they're zoomed in. But when I counted the members present, it was precisely 13 members. And yes, I know not everyone knows things about numerology, Freemasonry, etc. But yes, it all seems a little bit fishy to me. So we're going to try and find it there. The Masonic Trail, a very, very interesting and very essential part to the Masonic rituals of Freemasonry using the trowel. And to have 8 trowels in a circle in the shape of an eye, you flip that 8 sideways and you get the infinity symbol of the figure 8. Infinity symbols on water, new moons, the 33rd Olympics. Right, I'll close that one down. And look what's been going on. In actual fact, I'm going to try and share with you this screen here. Right, if I can do it. Here we go. Right, are you ready for this?
And he goes forth to make war. And that's what the book of Revelation says. This is what the Judeo-Christian version has taught us. to believe, but that's not what the Greek says. And I showed that on my channel using a Greek lexicon. It's very different. The red horse that follows is to take peace from the earth. And the Greek is very specific. It's not a longsword. It's a dagger. It's the weapon of an assassin. And it's given in the plural. Meaning the translation of the red horseman with the weapon that rides forth after Apollo Pharmakeia, which is the first horseman, is for the same reason, to take peace from the earth, create division between believers and non-believers, and especially to create the lockdown situations. That's what it's going to do, but for totally different reasons. Not for COVID this time, now for security. You're going to lock down all these areas for security. Why? Because according to the Greek, you're looking at Eastern nations using small arms in thousands of little tiny places all over at the same time, taking peace from the earth. This has already started. Even in the UK, in the past 3 weeks, there's been stabbings by Muslims in all different areas of the UK and in France. It's already started, but it's going to build. They're going to take peace from the earth. It's going to build all the way into the Olympics, where there's going to be a grand event caused by Islam in retaliation for what Israel has done in Palestine. This is how it's all going to unfold. It's already written in the field. And it's very easy to see, because remember, we're living in a construct. And there are things in the construct that have happened so many times over and over and over. We have access to basically program protocol texts. One of them is the Sibylline oracles, which we know of today as the Book of Revelation.
There you go. Like I said, not many people will be seeing that, because that's going to be available on the website. There will be a section of that on the YouTube when this website is up and running. That was quite a deep dive into what we're talking about today with all of these events. Okay, just exactly what has been said. Look at the UK, the migrant stabbings. You can tell it's already started. Jason's absolutely right. And this is going to continue. Absolutely, it's going to continue. And like the isometric analysis is pointing exactly to the dates around the Paris Olympics, we are expecting it to properly kick off. It's something I really hope to God it doesn't. But if it's written and it's programmed, it will. All of these guys over here at the moment, they've already started. Unfortunately, there's not much I can show on YouTube about this sort of thing. But we're going to have to fleet through it nonetheless. Okay. Look at this in 2024. Trying to imagine all of this on the UK streets, American streets, Canadian streets, all over Europe. Yeah. It's very, very strange when you look at the timings of all of these predictions. It really is strange with the timings of this. Some of you guys will probably remember when we done some deep dive live streams into Serco, block booking hotels. Then they started block booking houses in residential areas, literally leasing them for 2 to 3 years. Now, those 2 to 3 years, the time frames of all of those block bookings are due to come to a close. Guess when? Precisely when the Olympics are starting. So why would they choose that time in advance? Absolutely, it's been planned. You've got to be stone cold crazy not to think all of this is absolutely coincidental. It's crazy what's going on. And we've all seen what's been going on with the protests and some of the riots in Ireland, in London, and other cities across the UK. This is absolutely gaining pace. And according to Jason, it does look like it's going to culminate around the time of the Olympics. Just look at this. I don't even want to read out what it says on those signs. We are absolutely seeing this. Yes, it's scary. It's not going to go away. This is real. Stuff is coming down the pipe. It's just unbelievable. We don't want this to happen, but it looks like it's going to happen. You just close all these down. Right, done. So what you guys think about the timings of all of this? Is it a coincidence that Serco block booked all of these hotels and residential houses, and they're all going to be expiring around July of this year? At exactly the same time as the Olympics are starting, exactly the same time as what Jason has been looking into. All of these things are culminating at the same time. Now, when I spoke to him off air, trying to think, how are all of these participants, shall we call them, okay? How are these participants going to be told? Don't forget, like Jason said, all at the same time. The only way which I feel that that is going to be happening is going to be with the use of a phone, a smartphone, either text and or some messaging app. Okay, so yeah, it's crazy. Oh, okay. Let me just take some idiots out of the game. I thought I had some moderators in here, but wow, we got some idiots in there. But yeah, obviously not everyone is going to be a filly of all of these sorts of things. Thank you, Tony and Muzzle Flash. Thanks for that. But yeah, the WEF, insane. So let me just check some of these things on here. Right, that's all good. So, but not only that, you see something weird? Okay. Nostradamus. I know some people are going to say, yeah, it's cryptic, make up whatever you want, etc. Apparently, there's already had a prediction come true with the earthquake in Japan. Apparently, predicted by this guy in the 16th, 17th century, I think he was. And look at this. Nostradamus predicted France will go to war with Eastern power in 2024. Astrologer, blah, blah, blah. An Eastern power. Yeah, I know. So apparently, even though Jason, like I said, Jason's going to be diving more into this month. So hopefully I'm going to be standing comms and finding out the latest what he's finding. But it's not just Nostradamus. Who knows that lady? Yep. And indeed Mother Shipton too. There is a hell of a lot planned for this year. This does seem to be a crazy year. Don't forget also, we've got the elections in America and possibly in the UK right at the end of the year in the 11th month. Again, 11 in November, obviously. It's crazy. Ian, absolutely, I concur with that. So does Jason. We talked about it off air and he said the same. Yeah, there does appear to be some people in here who are a bit I hate to break this to you, but anyone hanging out for Q, trust a plan, No, huge sigh up. Don't fall for it. Absolutely don't fall for it. Jason and the Argonauts. Yes, I remember. So, you were just reading this. Very interesting, Pat. This is what I like about the community. 111 days from the April eclipse until the day after the opening ceremony of the Olympics. Great. Any of you guys got any more important facts to throw into the hat? That's absolutely cool. In fact, let me just see. Wowie. So, very interesting nonetheless. So here we have the said eclipse in 2024. So, here we are. You guys on these regions here will be seeing that. Very, very interesting. Yeah, thanks for sharing that, Pat. That's really cool, dude. Like I say, the more things that we can get leading to this, Elohim, nah. Carl, yes. Okay. Mm-hmm. Wow. Tara, the Antichrist, I don't know. I don't think so. It's all too soon. The first seal was only broken in 2020. So it just gives you a sense of regards the book of Revelation is. Yeah. Denver. For sure, dude. Yeah. Sorry, we're just going through. Interesting. The 33rd Olympiad ends at week 33. Wow. Absolutely. This has really been precisely plumb on point, doesn't it? Really cool. Joan, yep, 33rd week of the year. Yeah, appreciate that. I realise that this isn't everyone's cup of tea, for sure. But for those who have the eyes to see, will understand what I'm saying. Not everyone is aware. And, you know, they will become aware if they need to be, when they need to be. It's not up to us to tell them. They will need to do it in their own accord. We're just growing a great, big, awesome community here. Fabian Society. Yeah, we've we've done loads of that already. I did hear about that actually. Yes. And yep, it's cool that some of you guys are picking up on it as well. Yeah, let me Right. Yeah, for sure. Okay. So when we go back to the website, the first thing you'll probably see the symbol is the omega, the omega from the Greek. Okay. Revelation 21:6. I'm the Alpha and Omega, beginning and the end. 100%. So I'm just catching up with the chat. There's a lot of people in here. We've got 1,258 in the chat. Omega of the Timekeepers. Very interesting. Mick. Amen, for sure. Gareth, yes, exactly. Lots of people just wouldn't get it. There's a lot to unpack, a hell of a lot. It's not the sort of thing that you can just send someone a comment and they will know everything. It's a lot. It takes a lot of time to research, a lot of open-mindedness, okay? And be aware of cognitive dissonance as well. If anything that you firmly believe in gets challenged, don't dismiss it straight away. Let it come in, mull on it, use your intuition, do what you feel you need to do with that information, okay? Don't dismiss it. People who do that, they will just exist. They won't actually live. Simple as that. What's the lottery numbers? Are you insane? Interesting. Okay. No, that's way off. I don't know if you guys have had issues searching for information online lately. There does seem to be quite a bit of a difference this year already with trying to find information. Let me know in the comments or the chat if you're watching live about that. It's really getting crazy. Ah, right, okay. If I just go, doesn't appear to be any correlation links with CERN and the Olympics from initial findings anyway. That may be something to delve into. Right, okay. Right, yeah, that's a bum stare. But no, worthy to look. I just read something about CERN. So yeah, there has been reports of people overhearing people in some convenience stores about saying that they're sick and tired of waiting of a certain culture, should we say, without getting in trouble on YouTube. There's been all sorts of people in shops, in the back of the shops, and overhearing that at the counter. So yeah, this does seem to be moving in one crazy direction for sure. Right. Got to whack this up here. It's quite interesting. Right. House Fairy, thank you very much for that, by the way. That's it pops straight out. I can really see that easily when it's highlighted in color, because we got nearly 1,300 people in this. So it's very hard to find messages. So this gets through absolutely. More involved than you. Evolutionary spirituality as a frame for psychedelic experience. This explains why they hate us and want rid of us. Google New Aquarian Age and World Government on Spiritual Nature magazine. Absolutely worthy for a look, for sure. Thank you for that. Natasha, thank you. That's awesome. But yes. Beardbox. Oh, good to see you again, dude. Yes. Do you know what? I've had some crazy stuff searching for things online ever since I sort of got back on to it, as it were. Start from this morning. Where's my phone? There was something I saw while searching. I don't know if I can still find it. In fact, I should be able to find it because I'm pretty sure I screenshotted it. Yes. I don't know if you can see it if I show you on the phone. This was a search which I looked into. Can you see that in the middle? Some results may have been removed under data protection law in Europe. Yes, so even though we are no longer part of Europe, it still seems that we are under some form of European law, and data protection search results have been removed. Let me know if you've had anything similar, because Beardbox is absolutely right. The information lockdown is increasing every day. I've been saying this, I don't know, about a year, maybe more, about the Online Safety Bill. The Online Safety Act is absolutely part of literally policing the internet, making it safe for all of us to find information. Okay. I know it sounds crazy and I know it sounds absurd, but it's fact. We are going to be seeing extreme censorship as we continue. Another thing as well, when I said that this guy will no longer be king this year, it's already coming out today and yesterday on mainstream media that he is considering stepping down. And looking into what Nostradamus said, it looks like, from what I believe, reading into some of his quatrains, that Prince Harry will become king. Whether it's going to be this year or next year, but we are going to be seeing some huge changes. Huge changes. Look at this. Yeah, our ancestors had it right. The answers are up in the skies. Look at this. Yeah, there is a comet I've looked into. There's one of them in November as well, which is going to be quite poignant because it's falling in with the time frame of the elections. Okay, I'll chuck that up in a sec when I can get hold of it. But it appears right in the last day of Ramadan. Wow. Is that by chance? I did cover this in a live stream. Damn. It's always when you're trying to find something quick on the fly, it's not that difficult, because like Beardbox rightly put out, trying to find stuff now, the information is really sketchy. It's like it's not around for much or at all. It's getting really difficult, guys, to find stuff now. this year could be the beginning of the end of free information, which hasn't been completely frigging edited to suit agendas, should we say. Now, between October 12th, Comet Atlas, that's it. That's the one. Yep. Comet Atlas. No, you're absolutely right. There is a lot. Oh, this, boom. Thanks, Stephen. I've just seen that. It's come up straight away. Champ Mars Stadium in Paris will be used for the Olympic events. Mars will be the fourth planet from the sun. Interesting point. Yeah, that's funny you should say that, because I looked into the moon activities, but I haven't got around to doing the planets yet. But no, absolutely. Oh, speaking of things, we're going to start off 2024, the first live stream, with a touch of Uncle Henry once again. So sorry if I didn't get around to the up-to-date part of the chat. But yeah, if you are having a drink, now's the time where me and you and this awesome community can kick back and have ourselves a nice drink. How about that? Henry Westerns. Right. Cheers, everybody. Right, the show must roll on. That's very interesting. Planetary alignments. Thank you for that, Stephen. Yeah, let's check it out. Right. Okay. Okay. Oh my God. No way. Let me just double check this. Bloody hell. Haha. Bingo. 26th of July. Right, okay. Oh, it's the 16th. Oh, man. And the 11th of August. Okay. The 5th of August. Okay. And the 9th of August. Okay. So we do have a correlation. Jupiter and Mars are in alignment on the 5th. Wow. 7th. Let me just double check. When's that? The 11th. Okay. Right. Right, conjunctions. When is the next one? Right, what house? This is interesting. If you guys in the know about this, August. Interesting. Mercury and Venus. Wow, water. That's insane. Let me have a look at that. In the constellation of Leo, of course. Oh my God. Right. Beautiful water sign. Unbelievable. in the elements. I've got to read that chat in a sec. Mercury. Right, okay. That's pretty interesting. Yes. Right, okay. Nice touch. Let me just put that back on live. This is live, literally. So, present. Here we go. Conjunction. This falls within the timeline of the Olympics. I'll draw your attention to the 7th of August, or you Americans call it August 7th. Mercury and Venus. Interesting. Mercury and Venus. Don't forget, we are talking about the ceremony stroke ritual being held for the first time in all of the Olympics in all history. Don't forget, it's the 33rd Olympics. And that's quite crazy. Maybe you can find it. I remembered Mercury in water. In water signs, Mercury helps them express through their emotions. Yes. Yeah, there's far too many coincidences here. It really, really is. It feels like we've got a really cool community with researchers, because I've noticed in the chat that some of you guys are very aware, which is excellent. And I get it that not everyone's going to be affiliated with how rituals, and especially the Freemasons, but we're not just talking about the Freemasons, there are other clubs involved. Yeah, Jackie, that's right. They do. It's like a karmic law. They have to tell us before the ritual act is done. Now, let me see if I can, from what I've looked into before, this is a very closely guarded secret of what will be happening in the opening ceremony. Boom. It's come up the top search. So other people are looking as well. Right. It is Friday the 26th of July. That is when the opening ceremony will take place. And it is going to be taking place on water for the first time, making it highly unique. And it had to be the 33rd Olympiad. When you've got the new moon in Leo at 33 degrees, all of those sixes that we saw earlier. And then we saw the Masonic ceremony with the cornerstone before. This was in the 5th of October 2021. Definitely smell a rat. And I don't know, I'm trying to find something. I might better show you guys actually. This is going to be, boom. How many spectators will be able to attend the ceremony? At least 600,000. So this is quite interesting along the 6-kilometer route. Now, when you think of a huge ritual ceremony taking place on water, and it's the first time it's ever happened, not only the reason for doing it on water for spell casting, as it were, with all of the planetary alignments we've just been talking about, not only that, but they want to get this ceremony out to as many people live in that vicinity alone. Okay, we're not talking about TVs and stuff, although that does work, but it's not as powerful with the energy released if he was actually there physically. Okay, now most stadiums, they're going to be what, 30 to 100,000 capacity. We're talking on this one-off occasion on the Olympics, over 600,000 people right there taking part, watching this ceremony, the ritual on water for the first time. Now I'm going to try and find. So here, 600,000 spectators along a 6-kilometer route. 6 kilometers. It had to be 6, didn't it? Of course. Right, okay. I need to go back and see. Right, okay. Do you want to watch it? Do you want to see what they're putting out there already? I don't know if you've seen it already, but we're going to roll VT. I had to mute the sound in case it gets pulled. That's just how it is. Right, so on the River Seine for the first time, straight away we are seeing a pyramid. We got water, we got a birth canal, we got a phallic symbol. It's all in place. It's classic ritual stuff. You don't need me to tell you this. The Patier. What do we see? Oh, look. The pyramid, another obelisk, the Eiffel Tower, and of course preceded by Notre Dame on water for the first time in Olympiad history. Looks very arty, doesn't it? Lots of water rituals there. 1 billion viewers expected. 600k spectators to be there on site watching it. Unbelievable. If you study and understand magic, this event is screaming big time. And again, the World Economic Forum partners as well. Is they in plain sight? They're telling us. They're telling us for sure. Right. Just checking the. Yeah, don't watch. I'd say you could watch it after, but not at the time because it is time specific. It's frequency oriented at that precise time on that date. Everything's in place. Everything's in place. All of the work, everything's been done. Lots of people saying don't watch. Yeah, for sure. I will watch it, but I won't watch it live. Guaranteed. I'm not buying into it myself. I'm not giving my energy into that. Hideous. And I don't know if you guys do you know what, this would be good. You know, when we was talking about how difficult it is to find stuff online, we're going to prove 4 hours. Wowee. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's that Pilchard's bloody name? Right. I'm just going to check this out quick. Okay, this is quite interesting. Now watch, hopefully you can hear me narrate as we watch this together. This is the London 2012 opening ceremony. If you don't know, let me bring you up to speed. Lots of the rituals that were taking place in the opening ceremony of that Olympic Games in 2012, it all happened in 2020. It was already there 8 years before. telling us what's coming down the road. Now, I'm going to draw your attention to a bus going around. All right, let's watch this together. Right, it says closing ceremony, but we see Russell Brand on the top of the bus, and everyone inside the bus is appearing to be completely different than everyone else in the whole ceremony, basically symbolizing that in the future, Russell Brand would be leading people all over the place, away from everywhere else, going round and round and round on a bus. Symbolizing hijacking the truth movement. Getting everyone involved. Come follow me. I'm telling the truth. I'm going to speak up for you guys. Absolute. Already there, done. Incredible. And I know, you know, if some of you guys are into Russell Brand, QAnon, Donald Trump's going to save the world, the White Hats, the Galactic Federation, all of the kids hidden in tunnels. It's all BS. Complete sideshow BS. Cobb's wobble. It is. Magic bus. It's true. Like I said, the problem is, I think what happens is lots of people woke up in 2020 by design. Who wouldn't have woken up in 2020 if you was fast asleep? There's so much BS out there, you would have had to at least look at it. These PSYOPs, psychological operations, were already in place waiting for people to wake up in 2020 and literally fall for all of that stuff I just said. Complete BS. Without sounding patronizing in any way, lots of people who have been aware way before 2020, you get to learn the signs and read the signals, seeing basically that the PSYOPs released in 2020 was absolute BS. But unfortunately, a lot of people fell for it. What about the inauguration in January in America? Lots of people believe that to be absolutely true. Complete BS. The whole thing was staged. The whole thing. And do you remember speaking about that? In Washington, D.C., the whole place was ring fenced, and that potato was made president. Loads of things about that time was fake, proper fake. People in photographs at different angles, that all of a sudden they disappeared. The whole thing was shut off to the public. Insane. So yeah, news for you guys who are new to all of this. Don't believe everything you hear. Listen to guys who've been aware for a while, and they can like help you out, because there's so many traps out there. There's so many roads that sort of lead you off into just dead ends, wasting very, very precious and valuable time. Don't forget, time is the most precious commodity, for sure, 100%. Thank you, Martin, on PayPal for that donation. Much appreciated, sir. Yes, like I say, this is my job now. I research this myself. And I'll tell you what, I think Bearded Guy said it earlier, it's getting really hard to really find information now. They are literally closing it down. So we are going to be finding it very, very difficult to find good, solid source, valid information. Okay, none of this BS AI stuff. If anyone thinks AI is a good thing, well, I think again, Jason and myself, I've done it on this channel, and Jason's done it on his on Archaics. We've actually been using ChatGTP, and let me tell you this, it is 100% agenda driven. 100%. The questions that I asked it live, some of you would have remembered when I've done the live stream, and we went in there and I got you guys, the viewers, to ask questions. I typed it in, and the answers have come back 100% pro agenda, for sure. So here's the scary thing. When you look at all of the myriad of search engines that are available to us for free, they're not going to be around for much longer. How long? 2 years, I'd say. Within 24 months, you won't have any search engines. There won't be Google, there won't be DuckDuckGo, there won't be Brave, there won't be whatever it is that you guys use. There won't be any. They will be replaced by OpenAI. Basically, you will have a bar and you will type in a question and you will get an answer. Yeah, there's no choice. You will just be given an answer. And it doesn't matter how clever you keep re-altering your question to maybe get different results you might want to look at. AI, no way. Craig, yes, 100%. And I'm not alone, dude. Dave C, AI is getting more powerful. Yes, but the thing is, AI is just a program. And the program only runs by how it's been programmed, i.e. by humans. It's very, very complex, very, very deep. And yes, there is some degree of machine learning within the apparatus. And don't forget the addition of quantum computing as well. Basically, they can crunch so much algorithm information, very highly complex mathematical equations in split seconds. So, yes, that's it. Search engines, going bye-bye. If you are on the same page as myself and Jason Bashir's, try to get really good old books, 19th and 18th century books, so 18s and the 1700s. Get those books because the chances of those being edited, highly, highly unlikely. There's all sorts of information going back to historical records, back in time, chronologically written in some degrees of time and going back into the past. And what we are finding is completely different to what we get on frigging Wikipedia, for sure. Not just Wikipedia, online. Online can be edited so quick. Who's heard of the Mandela effect? Let me know in the chat if you know what I'm talking about, the Mandela effect. Right, here's a good one. Stephen, thank you, mate. There's nearly 1,300 people in here, so it's very difficult to look at questions, but all the ones that are in color I can see quick. So, yeah, thanks, Stephen. If you look into where the circle intersects the words on the World Forum logo, the numbers number 666, have a look. On the logo, I did have that page. I shut it, but I can open her up again. Oh my God, yeah. Very interesting. I've not seen it before. It could be, yeah. No, well said. I've just checked that out, and yeah, you got 3 circles, boom, 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 and a big circle, almost like a crescent moon, which is symbolic, especially with Islam. 100%. Who knew? So yeah, we are looking at a crescent moon, looking at the axis of what the Earth is in. Looks very similar to me, and all 3 circles are intersected by that, almost like a semicircle. Interesting. Yes, the symbols are there. There's all sorts. Jesuits, yep, for sure. Tony, yeah, don't get lost amongst the trees. Tread carefully in the dark, what my bro says. Right, so I'm just reading the comments. Yeah, fair shout, dude. For those who haven't seen this yet, look at this. Crazy. Yeah, thanks, dude. Appreciate that. There is a lot with the Mandela effect. Beer o'clock. Yes, sir. Cheers. Thank you very much for that donation as well, Mr. AP, Mr. Associated Press. Spot on. Right, let's go back to live comments. Let's have a look. 1,225 people in the chat. One word to answer 99% of people in the Q questions archaics. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Do you know what the biggest bloody sideshow is right now? Which I'm not going to be covering because it's just a sideshow. But unfortunately, some people can't out themselves. YouTube creators, even some friends of ours in the community, are not even being led down that list. You know what I'm talking about? That list, which is coming out all over the world now about, you know, the Steen guy. Absolute sideshow. Don't forget the most important thing. If it's big mainstream news, it's a sideshow. While they're showing this is happening. And another thing which is happening right now, which no one's talking about, and it's very difficult to find up-to-date information, the continuing progression of central bank digital currency. That's one of the biggest, fundamental things which is going to affect every person on this planet. And the rollout looks like it is still on course to be next year, 2025. When that comes into pass, if you're not out of the city or having some degree of self-sufficiency, you are going to be caught in a web, which is going to be very difficult to get out of. It is going to be a surveillance web for sure. And yes, it's crazy. Also, speaking of webs and stuff, I've been chatting to Jeff. Jeff buys cars. We're going to be doing a video soon, probably next week, right after I do one with Danny Rampling, talking about all sorts of stuff, which is going to be based on helping the prepper community. Because, yeah, we are expanding. This prepper community is growing massively. More and more people are becoming aware. You can use the term waking up if you like, but becoming aware is what I prefer. Aware of what's going on around them. My advice to anyone watching this video right now, question everything. Everything. Question it. If it feels bad, leave it alone. If it feels good or it feels right, go with that. Go with your instinct, your intuition. House Fairy, yeah, QAnon, yeah, don't believe a word that Q stuff says. Rob, yep, I had mine opened in 2008, and yes, it's a huge, huge help. Becoming aware in a day, in ages like this. Don't forget we're into Aquarius now. Things are different. Isabel, good to see you, honey. Never use QR codes. Oh God, yeah, that seems to be the MO which they're going to be using. Bill Cooper. Yeah, interesting name. The atom has 6 electrons, 6 protons, and 6 electrons. 666. It's absolutely true. Still too many unaware is a huge problem. Ice Dubs, listen, don't worry about the people, the sheep people, the unaware, the asleep people. Okay, don't worry about them. My advice, take it or leave it, plant seeds in their heads. Don't give too much of your energy to them. They're not ready. Okay, it's not meant to be. You can't wake someone up. If they don't want to wake up, let them sleep. You need, not just you personally, iStubs, everyone watching this, everyone needs to work on themselves. Everyone needs to work on themselves in every way. Spend some time with yourself. Get away from technology, find some time for yourself. Think about what winds you up. Think about what triggers you, what makes you want to react in a bad way. Think about what lowers your vibration frequency. Think of what gets you down, gets you mad, gets you upset. Think of how you can flip it. Don't forget, you can change how you think like that. You can. If you're really upset, you're really sad, something really bad's happened, instantly you can turn it off and think of something positive. All of us have that power. We need to work on it and understand how it works and use it as often as we can. All of the time we're being, someone's holding our hand, taking us down a dark path. If it feels bad, leave it alone. You've got more power than you realize. Don't fall for it. You're bigger than that. You're an adult, for Christ's sake. When you're 18 and over, legally, you're an adult. Therefore, you are responsible for yourself. Self. Okay? You are responsible for you. Don't expect no one to come and help you. Okay? You have to experience bad stuff. You have to have bad news. You have to have bad luck. Because without that, you're not going to be given any lessons to learn. You're not going to grow and better yourself. And you're certainly not going to be able or capable of appreciating the good things. Don't forget, be kind, be honest, stay switched on, help other people, do the right thing no matter what it is, intuitively. Good things will happen. You will lose the fear. When you lose the fear, they can't get to you. They can't. You then, over time, become an errant. An errant is someone who operates outside the system. Okay? Is laws really important? Is religion really important? Don't forget, the two pillars of Freemasonry are law and religion. If you fall into one or both of those, they've got you by the balls. If you leave both of those alone, you are literally a free person, a free will, and they can't get to you, providing you're not taking part of those pre-designed constructs, religion and law. Get out of them. It's all a setup. It's a fix. I know some of you people are aware and some of you aren't. That's how it's supposed to be. Not everyone is supposed to be aware. People will become aware when they need to, if they do. You guys are awesome. Oh, look at that. 133. Unbelievable. Jerry on PayPal, thank you for that donation. Wow, very kind, sir. That's brilliant. And don't forget, if you guys are watching on the replay and you want to support me, you absolutely can. PayPal and Buy Me a Coffee and Ko-fi is still available. And yes, you guys who supported me during last week, over Christmas, really appreciated. You guys are awesome. Eat trouble for breakfast. Brilliant. We got some cool people in the house. And we got some new members as well. The new members in this community, fantastic. What I will be doing very soon is I will be getting back to doing the newsletters. Now, this website, I'm going to be speaking to my guy next week. And looking like that is not too far away now. There's lots of stuff to be added to it, which I've already created to give to him so we can put on the video platform, which we've got going. And that's all going good. But the newsletter, let me find it. If I can find it. Yes, the mailing list. Now that is the link is available underneath this video. Everyone who's on the mailing list so far. Now, the last time I checked, there were 6,000 people on that mailing list. Yeah, that's quite big. If any of you know Ben from Suspicious Observers, we all know how many YouTube subscribers he has on that channel. He has got 800 people on his mailing list. So it's unbelievable that this community is growing crazy. I've got 6,000 people on that mailing list. So if any of you guys haven't signed up to that mailing list, I advise you do soon if you're not done so already. The main reason being is when the website gets launched, and it will be launched, lots of people who have had the newsletter go into their inbox, they will be getting discounts and no one else will. Okay. Before that, I will be contacting all of the members and giving them the codes to save 50% off becoming a member on the website, which is coming very, very soon. Okay. So yeah, sign up to that newsletter, the mailing list, all right, because you guys will be getting a limited deal. I think we're going to run it for 7 to 10 days, something like that. Once that time has passed, that's it. All of the memberships will be going to full price. So you really do have to be on it like a car bonnet, pretty much. And what else? The donations, yes, of course. I know you guys are keen to help, and it really does help big time. It seriously does. And I think my man at the PO box says there is some goodies arrive for me, so that's cool. I'm going to be looking at picking those up in the next 10 days, and yes, I will be, like I normally do, I will open those like an unboxing at the start of a live stream as well. I'm saying thanks to everyone who's been sending stuff into the post. That's cool. And what else is there? Yes, if you want to send me an email, you can. The email address is underneath the video. I've had quite a few lately, and I've only just managed to start reading them because, like I said, I've taken all of December off for a break because I needed it. Doing this sort of stuff, being exposed to this amount of negative news does require some sort of distancing and self-work. Okay, don't forget, self-work is an ongoing process, or shadow work, if you want to call it that. Okay, it's an ongoing thing. Don't think you've cracked it. There's always work to do for yourself. Okay, so let me just whack that. And who's that? Louise on PayPal. Thank you. Wow, that's very kind. You guys are awesome supporting the channel. It really helps. So we have, oh, another new member, Gentil. Thank you very much. That's another one. Yes, you will be getting discount codes for the new website when it gets launched. Hopefully this month. It's going to be a tough ride, but yes, my friend is doing it. He's had all sorts of issues with other outside stuff, so it keeps getting put on pause. But we are getting there. We are making progress. I've created loads of content on there, lots of free stuff for you guys to download. It's going to be an insane website. To my knowledge, it could be one of the best prepper ones out there. There's lots of stuff which I've been seeing on other prepper websites, and when you look at the digital downloads, they're all cut and copied and pasted, and it's all BS. This is literally taking me days and days and days to research and compile and create blogs as well. I love getting into blogs. It's really good. And now I've got this office. I've got time and space. So yes, there's going to be lots of stuff coming for you guys. So I would like to thank everyone who's taking part in this live stream, making it super awesome as always. Yes, this was the first one of 2024. And we will be doing live streams every Friday at 8 p.m. UK time. So, yes, thanks to you and everyone who's watched on the replay. I do realise that time is the most precious commodity. And you guys staying all the way to the very end, I love you. You guys are amazing. And I really do appreciate the support. If you can share this video, it really helps. I think WhatsApp, Facebook, and Telegram on those groups, I think they seem to sort of do pretty good based on the feedback that I'm getting from the emails that they found me via a WhatsApp group or Telegram group. So it's good if you can send people the link to this video or indeed my YouTube channel. It really, really helps. Give this video a thumbs up as well, because if it doesn't get many thumbs up, not many people get to see it, and not many people get to read all of your comments that have been taking part in the live chat tonight, and indeed the comment section underneath this video as well. It really, really helps. And like I said, everyone is donated. My God, you guys are amazing. You're seriously helping out this one-man band here, trying to do it all, trying to sort of help as many people as I can in my own way. And yes, it really helps. You guys are freaking awesome. And last but not least, the moderators. Without you guys, there's going to be a war, and no one likes wars, especially in our community. Our community is freaking awesome. So stay tuned for crap loads of more videos. They are going to be coming out every single day from Monday. And yes, another live stream next Friday. You guys take care. Thanks for watching. Stay funky.